Hello everyone, I'm Kan Wenwen, the Associate Professor from International Education College of Wenzhou University. 大家好，我是来自温州大学国际学院的看文文老师。From this course, we not only study Chinese language, but also we need to know Chinese culture. Today, let me introduce the Chinese tea culture for you, the representative of Chinese traditional culture. 我今天带大家一起来了解中国茶文化，它是中国传统文化的代表。Our college have a tea house, and we study how to make the tea, how to drink the tea. This is our tea house. 这是我们学院的茶室，我们在这里学习泡茶，学习品茶的礼仪。这张照片呢，是我们的茶园。春天的时候，我们一起采茶、炒茶。Welcome to Wenzhou University. It will be a happy trip for you. I will invite you to drink tea. 欢迎你们来到温州大学做客、留学，这是一个美丽而幸福的地方。我会请你们喝茶。As you know, tea is one of necessities in Chinese daily life.Tea drinking is a part of Chinese and plays an important role in Chinese emotional and social life. Chinese people, in their drinking of tea, place much significance on the act of savoring. In Chinese, the character is 品，三个口叫品，拼音是品，三声。大家跟我读，品茶，品茶。品 also means taste and sample. The art of savoring and serving tea is an important and special event in China, which is called Chinese tea ceremonies. 品茶在中国是个很重要的仪式。如果你来中国，有朋友说我请你去品茶，那说明很重要，和请你吃饭一样重视你，你是一个贵客。You are an honorable guest. 我们把这叫做中国茶道或者中国茶艺。Savoring tea is not only a way to discern good tea from mediocre one, but also when you relax and enjoy the taste and the smell of tea, you take delight in their revelry and cheerful spirit. It's different from the fast-paced lives of modern society. At present, more than 50 countries in the 5 continents cultivate tea, such as India and Kenya. I don't know if your hometown also cultivates tea, but I think you will drink the tea. The experience of tea planting and drinking were introduced from China, either direct or through intermediate to the world. So we can conclude that tea came from China and spread all over the world. The contents of our lessons include: what is tea? A brief history of Chinese tea. How to produce tea. How many different types of tea, and how to brew the tea. And beneficial effects of drink tea. Firstly, let we know what is tea. Tea is Camellia sinensis. It is evergreen plant, has small trees and large trees. This is the biggest tea tree in China, nearly 17 years old. This is tea flowers. 这是茶花。And this is tea seeds. 这是茶籽。We can plant tea trees by tea seeds and also can cut the tea branches. It has lobular species, mid species, large leaf species, and the edge of the leaves are serrated. And then, do you know the history stories of the Chinese tea? About 4,000 years ago, there was a divine healer named Shen Nong in China. This is the picture of him. He was not the common person. we think he is the ancestor of Chinese. In our legend, he was the man who discovered different herbal medicines. One day, he was walking around the mountains, collecting different herbals and tasted them. A sad story started. He was poisoned for 72 times a day when he tasted the herbal he collected. But fortunately, he was detoxified by eating the leaves of tea. Since then, tea was used as herbal medicine. So, we know tea is a kind of medicine at the beginning and then be used for food. And 2,000 years ago, be used to drink. The first recording of ancient tea trade is recorded on the service contract, 同约, in Han Dynasty. A host named Wang Bao noted on the contract paper, 59 BC, with his servant to ask him, buy tea on Wuyang market regularly and make tea and clean all tea sets each time. So we know drink tea became popular at that time, 2,000 years before. And then, at Tang Dynasty, 15,000 years ago, Cha Jing was written by Lu Yu. He is a famous scholar of Mid-Tang Dynasty. It is the first treatise on the history of tea and the art of producing, brewing, and drinking tea. So, he was respected as our tea sage by later generations. This picture is Tang ladies' concert. You can see many teacups on the table before the noble women. Drink tea is their daily life in Tang Dynasty. And this picture is tea fighting open party, Yuan Dynasty, 13,000 years ago. Here many tea merchants were showing their tea at the market. This picture is about a tea party in the landscape Ming Dynasty, 1518 AD. Just like today, we modern Chinese often go outside to have tea party with friends. Okay, after the brief introduction of tea history, and do you know how many kinds of tea in China? Firstly, let's look some pictures and then guess. What kind of tea are these? 我们先看一些图片，猜一猜这是什么茶。这个绿色的干茶是绿茶，这一种大家猜一猜是抹茶 tea powder， 这种是红茶，这个白色的呢是白茶。那同学们说这种黄色的呢是黄茶，这个黑色的是黑茶，this is tea break 茶砖。那这种黑色的是不是也是黑茶呢？不对，这叫乌龙茶，只有中国才有的一种茶，它是在红茶和绿茶之间的 in the middle of the green tea and black tea。 那有的同学说这个绿色的是不是绿茶呢？它也是乌龙茶。那这种叫茶饼，普洱茶饼 tea cake。 那这个是花茶this is jasmine and also have 菊花茶 chrysanthemum。 这种 jasmine 和茶在一起的我们叫茉莉花茶。同学们有没有听过一首中国的民歌 A famous folk song 茉莉花？好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。那这个是茶山，茶山上有很多茶树， 很多同学就问了，那这些茶树是不是都是做绿茶的？ According to the different manufacture methods, Chinese tea can divide 6 types. 根据加工方法不同，茶分为6个种类。我们看课件，有红茶、绿茶、乌龙茶、白茶、黄茶、黑茶。The degree of fermentation is different among the 6 types of the tea. The green tea is unoxidized, and black tea is completely oxidized. Oolong tea partly oxidized, and white tea slightly oxidized, and yellow tea slightly oxidized. Dark tea post-fermented. And it also have other reprocessing tea like jasmine tea. So the degree of fermentation from green tea to black tea is more and more higher. Now let's talk about green tea. 我们重点讲讲绿茶。Green tea is not fermented. It is fresh, clean, stimulated, tender, and refreshing. Green tea is the national drink of China, has the longest history, varieties, and consumption are the first all over the world. The process of making green tea is inactivation of enzyme, rolling to form shapes, furrowing to dry. Now let's watch a video. Okay, we know how to make the green tea now. These pictures is many kinds of green tea. The shapes can be a needle, a ball, a curl, or flat. So many shapes from different places of China, but the process of manufacture is the same. 在中国的浙江 the capital is Hangzhou, which is very near from Wenzhou. The magnificence of Hangzhou's scenic beauty is best described by the old Chinese saying, "Up above there is paradise. Down here there are Suzhou and Hangzhou." That means Hangzhou likes paradise. 这里生产的西湖龙井茶是中国最有名的茶。It has orchid fragrance. 最好的茶可以卖到5000到5万一斤 ，5,000 to 50,000 half a kilo。在西湖边上喝一杯龙井茶，有时候要几百块钱。Drink a glass of 龙井茶 at West Lake need hundreds of RMB. And then let's study how to brew in the tea. This is the tea instrument of the Chinese tea ceremony. 我们看课件，它包括了泡茶壶 teapot, 茶道组 tea instrument, and tea holder, and tea canister, and tea tray, and cup tray, and tea cloth, and covered bowl, and glasses. 请跟我读这些茶具的名字，我们读汉语。电茶壶、茶盘、茶道组、茶盒、茶巾、茶叶罐、杯托、盖碗、玻璃杯。Now, let's see a video to study how to brewing the green tea. 好的，现在让我们复习一下整个过程。Let's review the process of the green tea ceremony by pictures. It's practicality, science, and appreciation. It will make your tea more tasty and fragrant. The first step is washing cups. Tea is pure and the surface must be completely clean. That means use boiling water to wash the clean glasses at the first. The second step is showing the tea. Today, we provide all of us with Longjing Westlake, the most famous green tea in China. Westlake Longjing tea ranks first in China tea. It's green, fragrant, and a mellow taste. Beauty, called the Four Wonders, to Mingqian tea is an excellent treasure for the gift of the guest of honor. The third step is putting the tea into the glasses. From the video, you can see different kind of shapes of green tea. We used different way to put the tea into the glass. Flat green tea, we put the tea into the glass firstly and then pour the water. 这叫下头茶. But if the shape is curl or needle, it's more tender and weak. The first step is pouring the water. 那这叫上头茶和中头茶. The first step is moistening the tea. Before brewing, pour a little hot water into the cup and play the role of the tea bud, which is beneficial to the composition of the tea. You must pay attention the water temperature. When brewing green tea, the temperature of water should be 70 to 80 centigrades. You must pay attention the water temperature. When brewing green tea, the temperature of water should be 70 to 80 centigrade. The fifth step is brewing tea. When brewing green tea, you should pour the water with high flush in the flushing kettle with rhythm 3 times, like a phoenix nod to the guests, also expressed the tea artist's respect. Like tea dance. Hot water like spring waves in the boiling water immersion. Tea bud slowly open like dancing in the water. 第6道 Serving the tea. Needs 2 hands. Fingers cannot put into the bowl edge to show the respect to the guests. 第7道 Taste the tea. 品茶. The green tea is fresh. When the teacup in your hand, you should look, smile, and then taste. Tasting tea is a kind of art. You need to use your heart to feel. Don't swallow the tea in a hurry. You treat it like a little flower in your mouth, chewing slowly and tasting carefully. A slightly bitter taste of tea and a touch of sweet let people deeply appreciate. All sufferings have their reward, just like the philosophy of our life. 好的，同学们 ，That's all content today. 这是我们今天要讲的内容。Let's review all the words we learn about the 茶。跟我读，看课件：茶叶、泡茶。茶艺师、茶人、茶壶、茶具、茶花、茶园、品茶、饮茶、喝茶、茶室、茶馆、茶店、茶食、茶点。现在我们布置一下今天茶文化课的作业。Chinese Tea Culture Homework today. 学习上面中国茶的汉语词汇，每个抄写3遍。Learn the Chinese vocabulary of Chinese tea above. Copy each 3 times. Make a cup of green tea for your parents or your friends in a way which taught by the teacher. If there is no green tea, you can brew the black tea. 好的，感谢大家的配合，我们下次再见。